Okay, these first few examples that we're going to do use our arithmetic sequence explicit formula. So we're just going to go through and figure some stuff out here. Example number 1, write the first 5 terms and then find a formula for the nth term. So that means we're just going to write the formula of the arithmetic sequence whose common difference is 3 and whose first term is 2. So we're supposed to write the first 5 terms. The first term is 2. And the difference is 3. So that just means we do plus 3 every time. Okay. So 2 plus 3 is 5. Plus 3 is 8. Plus 3 is 11. Plus 3 is 14. So there's the first 5 terms. And now we're going to write the formula that we would use if we were trying to find the nth term. So say we were asked to find the 57th term. Okay. What's the formula that you could use? Well, you plug in everything in the formula except for the n. That way, if you're going to find the nth term, then you want to leave n in there, okay? So you plug in the a sub 1 and you plug in the d, and you leave the n's alone if you're writing the formula. So my formula will say a sub n equals, a sub 1 is 2, that's my first term, so 2 plus d, the difference is 3, okay, that was our d every time, times n minus 1. And that's the formula that you use. When you write the formula for the nth term, you leave the n in there exactly where it goes. So then what this formula allows us to do is, if I told you to find the 67th term, I don't want to write this out to 67 places. That's going to take me all day. All I need to do is plug 67 in for n. So a sub 67 equals, and so that would tell us the 67th term. And then we just plug a 67 in right here for n. Oh, I didn't plug the 3 in for D. Excuse me. Let me fix that real quick. I said it, but I didn't do it. This should say 3, pardon me, times n minus 1. So back to my 67 example. If I wanted to find the 67th term, I'd plug 67 in right here. 67 minus 1 is 66 times 3 plus 2, and that would give me the number, the value for the 67 terms. So this explicit formula is pretty handy. All right, example number 2, find the first 5 terms and then write the formula for the nth term of the sequence. So I'm given a sub 1, which I know that means my first term, and it's negative 1. And then my d is 5, so that's where I do plus 5 every time in between here. So negative 1 plus 5 is 4, plus 5 is 9, plus 5 is 14, plus 5 is 19. So there's the first 5 terms. Now I'm going to write a formula to find the nth term. So n stays in the formula. A sub n equals a sub 1, which is negative 1, plus d, which is 5, times n minus 1. Now I could use this formula to find whatever term I was trying to find. Example number 3 says write the first 11 terms of the arithmetic sequence and write the formula for the nth term. Okay, so 11, I'm going to give me 11 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, I'm given a sub 4. That means that's the 4th term. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's a sub 4, and it's 20. And a sub 13 is 65. Well, I went to 11, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This one's 65. So I need to write my formula. And when I go to write my formula, I need to remember a few things that I have to have. And I don't think I have either one of them. Because if I'm going to write the formula for a sub n, I have to have a sub 1. Well, I don't know a sub 1. I'm going to have to find it. And I also need d, and I don't have it either, okay? Well, I'm going to show you a really quick way to find the d, and then we'll just work our way backwards to go back to a sub 1. So to find the d, the really fast way to do it is if you have 2 of the terms, you can take the value of the terms, so 65 minus 20, divided by the value of the number of the term. So this is the 13th term, this is the 4th term, so 13 minus 4. 65 minus 20 is 45, and 13 minus 4 is 9, and 45 divided by 9 is 5. Okay, so that tells me my D, all right? That tells me that the difference between all of these terms is 5. Each one of them moves up by 5 every time. So now I know that part, and I need to work my way backwards now to find the a sub 1. So if it's plus 5 every time, then if I'm going to work my way backwards, I've got to go minus 5 this way. So 20 minus 5 is 15, minus 5 is 10, minus 5 is 5. Because this is what happens. If my D is 5, I'm just adding 5 every time. The directions told me to write the first 11 terms, so I can go ahead and fill in 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, and 65. Good. Ended up like I should have. Okay, so now I think I have all of my pieces of information to write the formula. So a sub n equals a sub 1, which that's the very first term, which is 5, plus d, which also happens to be 5, times n minus 1. So those 5s are the same by chance, okay? This is the first term, and it's also the difference, okay? So that doesn't happen that they're always the same. It only happened because the first term and the d were the same number. Okay, let's do one more of these. We're supposed to write the first 8 terms of the sequence and write the formula for the nth term. So I'm going to write the first 8 terms, but I'm given up to 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. A sub 12 is 41, and a sub 8 is 25. Okay, so I don't know my first term, and I don't know my D, so I've got to find that real quick. So remember, to find it, it's pretty easy. You just take subtract the first 2 terms, the biggest one from the smallest one. So 41 minus 25, divide that by on the bottom, you subtract the numbers that, the term that they are different. So 12 minus 8. So 12 minus 8. 41 minus 25 is 16, and 12 minus 8 is 4, and 16 divided by 4 is 4. So that's my D. That gives me my D, okay? So that means that these were all like plus 4 to get all these places, okay, across here, and this is plus 4, so I know 29, and that one will be 33, plus 4, 37, plus 4, 41. Good, okay. But to get my first term, I have to work backwards, right? So if I added 4 every time, then I got to work backwards. So I'm going to have to subtract 4. So 25 minus 4 is 21, minus 4 is 17, minus 4 is 13, minus 4 is 9, minus 4 is 5, minus 4 is 1, minus 4 is negative 3. Now I have my a sub 1 and I have my d, so I can write my formula. So it says a sub n equals the first term, negative 3, plus d, which is 4, times n minus 1. Okay,